Jax and I, my lovely wife, we were living in South Beach in right near the ballpark, and we had this amazing water view, but we wanted a place that had a few certain things that we'd always discussed if we ever moved to a new house or apartment. And Jax casually would be looking Zillow, Redfin, and finally she's like, let's just go take a look because we've been living here for 2 years. It's about that time to kind of move to a new place. And so she started looking, she found you. Absolutely, so this place satisfied all the non-negotiables that Jax and I had discussed. Beautiful views, island kitchen, high ceilings, and location near North Beach, which is our desired neighborhood. So as soon as you walk in the door here, you see that beautiful view of Alcatraz, all the natural light. That immediately drew our eye, and we felt like that was the place. And especially when you walk outside to the balcony, it's like the universe says, this is your place. That was it. It's been amazing. I couldn't tell you. It's, when you think about, when you anticipate something, you always want it to be better than what you expected, and this certainly has fulfilled all those criteria. So in our building itself, we have two couples who are extremely nice, extremely educated, and they have their own busy lives, so we almost feel like we have a lot of privacy and everything to ourselves. Obviously, this area near Ghirardelli Square, so there's lots of tourists, so it's always happening and buzzy, and we love the liveliness of the neighborhood. We love the Irish coffee at Buena Vista, Cafe Buena Vista. We love walking down to Ghirardelli Square. We take our dog, Chapati, walking all the way down Ghirardelli Square, all the way into Marina, basically. So we get to walk and kind of see all those nice views. And the only view that we don't have from our balcony is the Golden Gate. So that actually satisfies that by walking that way. No, but that is on the bucket list. And I think Jax will do it before me. She's a very good swimmer. So I think the best part of this neighborhood is the fact that you can walk to 4 distinct neighborhoods from one place within 15 minutes. From here, right behind you is Ghirardelli Square, obviously 10-minute walk to North Beach, 15-minute walk up to Polk Street, or you could take the cable cars. And then obviously the Ghirardelli Square area is its own unique area. So 4 different neighborhoods right away, and you can get there 15 minutes. Absolutely. So obviously this was our first home, and frankly, Sean, my wife met you and she just had a good feeling about you. And I thought that those good feelings kind of persisted throughout our whole process. We had to finish this entire thing very quickly. So we were in constant communication. There was a lot of optimism, but there was also like, hey, deadline, meet the deadline, like get on it. And so we had an appropriate line of communication the whole time. I felt very supported. I felt I knew exactly what was coming up. You pointed us to the right people in Ivan, and I think we got things together really, really fast, and I couldn't be happier about it, and it was a very smooth and seamless process. So one of the things was like how fast we had to close. We had a 14-day close, and when I talked to other people who had bought a place, they had never heard of such a fast close. And I said, hey, it's the city, it's a competitive market. So you were very upfront about that. Hey, this moves fast. In San Francisco, things move fast. So I work in medicine. We have clear guidelines, we have clear deadlines. And when you presented those to me, we just kind of move forward. And so I appreciate when people are upfront and I know what I have to do, and you kept us on task. And I believe real estate and buying homes are all about being task and deadline oriented. And so I thought we kind of met eye to eye there. Of course. So of course I would recommend you, Sean. And I think the main thing that we appreciate about you is your enthusiasm. You're very optimistic, but you're also realistic. You say, hey, this is what needs to be done. For example, you gave us deadlines. Okay, get your financing ready, get this ready. This is what you're going to anticipate. So you're stern, but at the same time optimistic, and you're supportive. The lines of communication are always there. We always get these text messages from you like, hey guys, how's it going? How's the process coming along? So we really appreciated that. And we both are good with communication, I'd like to think. So I think I would recommend you very highly if someone is ready to go and they know what they want. I think in this case, me and Jax really knew what we wanted, and you made it happen for us. I'll give you an example. So before meeting you, Jax had a few places that she liked, and we just went to your office that one day, and we just, even before looking at the property, you kind of gave us your scouting report initially just by looking at the listing. And you told us, hey, this is what to look for, this is what not to look for. And you had that nice packet from Compass that kind of guided us through a lot of the things. I also watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and you were very there and ready for us to answer questions. So again, we felt really supported, and we knew exactly what was coming. Exactly what we wanted. We talked multiple times a day via text or phone. If I wanted to call you, I could call you at any time. You also sent us emails to kind of recap kind of where we are in the process. And we had multiple text messages. And if we didn't hear from each other for a day or two, you'd be like, hey, fantastic people, how's it going? How do you feel? And so we always felt supported. And so your communication style was very important to us. Sure. So one of the things that you were very upfront was, this is the price and this is what an offer that would be reasonable and shows the buyers, shows the sellers that you're serious. And you told us that number right out front, so we knew mentally kind of where we needed to be. And that was very important to us, because then we had to decide, okay, is this right in our budget? Is this what we wanted? So I think that was the main thing, the financing and like getting your numbers together. So I think you were very upfront about that. And again, providing that information upfront is what helps a buyer the most. I guess the most stressful part obviously is getting your money liquid, basically. So you told us the date when we had to do it. You pointed us to Ivan. Me and Ivan worked together, and Ivan has worked with Sean for many, many years, and that was very helpful because he said, okay, hey, you need to have the money into escrow, you need to have this by this date. So getting all that money liquid from the stock market or wherever else you're funding things was the most stressful part, I would say, just because it's a big sum of money. But once you know the date, it just kind of falls through. I would say the main thing is your communication style and just how easy it was to communicate with you. I thought we were kind of a seamless team, me, you, and Ivan. I did not feel there was any pain points. And obviously my wife was very supportive through the whole process, and she basically was there with me lockstep. So I think from all those perspectives, and also my parents and her parents, we were in communication with them constantly, and they provided their blessings and support. So. First, I would say meet your agent, someone like Sean, and make sure you have a good feeling from them, because they're going to guide you through the whole process. And if you don't have a good feeling when you meet them, you're not going to have a very smooth process going forward. I think your agent's kind of like your eyes and ears at the beginning, and then as you learn how the process goes, your agent will kind of guide you. So I think that relationship and establishing a really good relationship is probably the most key part of buying a home. Just setting up a life with my wife, my doggy, and seeing how things go. We want to become entrenched in the neighborhood. We want to become like pillars of the community, so to speak. And I think this is an ideal place to lay down roots. We're obviously really happy that every morning we get to look out at this beautiful view. I think looking at the water, looking at having a lot of natural light is like a natural analgesic and a natural stress reliever. You look at that, I think anyone would be happy. Be positive, be optimistic, work with the right people, but know what you want and get your finances in order. That's it. It's that simple.